Dr. Sara Scherr is back, is an agriculture and natural resource economist and the president, CEO and founder of EcoAgriculture Partners and the chair of 1,000 landscapes for 1 billion people.
Well, we think of the landscape as a pretty large land area where all the people who were in it, the farmers, the foresters, the townspeople, the consumers, all need to share the same natural resource base. And what we're finding is with growing populations, growing economies, there is growing competition and conflict among the different users within a landscape. In many, many landscapes, we're seeing processes of degradation of resources, which is affecting everyone, even where they didn't used to have a conflict with one another. And a landscape partnership is when those different actors in a landscape make the decision to come together and address this challenge of sustainable development jointly. And it turns out that there's a lot of things farmers can do that are relatively easy, that dramatically improve the habitat quality of their land and the lands around them for many kinds of species. They need to align with one another and they need to mutually support one another. What we're finding is places where they've managed to get hundreds of millions of dollars into a landscape for regeneration of agriculture and forests. And in the same landscape, there's $5 billion worth of highly degrading investing that's going on. And I think this is the real weakness of most of these landscape partnerships. They have good action plans often, and they have good visions of where they want to go, and they're grounded, but they haven't turned them into investable projects and investable businesses. So 1,000 Landscapes for 1 billion people was set up in 2019 as we call it a radical collaboration, because the idea is it's going to be a network of hundreds of organizations eventually across the world who all have the shared vision of locally led multi-sector landscape partnerships that are going after ecological benefits, human societal benefits, and economic benefits within the landscapes. They don't have what we call landscape literacy. They know their piece of the landscape, but they don't know how it interconnects with others. So I think that it is valuable if you're an investor of your own money to go to a landscape that you care about and that you think about having a commitment to that landscape over the next couple decades.